So there's a difference between Thunderbolt and Hero's Pose. In Hero's Pose, the knees are together and the ankles are apart, and the bum comes down towards the ground in between the heels. For those of you that can't reach the ground, use a block underneath the bum. And even if you're just about there, I find using a block really helps to settle what can be too much, right? When we're trying just too hard, we're like 100% into the pose. What happens is the body actually goes into like protection mode, and then you can't really stretch from there. So if you use a little bit of aid, then the body can go into relaxation mode, and you can start to get used to this and it not being so difficult. And then when you remove the block, you're not going to be in protection mode anymore, so you actually start to stretch. You can also take the calf muscles and move them out of the way to give you just a little bit more. Yeah, see, now that I've done that a little bit, it's much easier to come into Hero's Pose. So you can do Hero's Pose and sit up nice and tall. This is also really good for meditation. My problem for sitting like that for too long is that my feet really fall asleep, so I like to have at least 3 blocks to sit on. Because in meditation pose, it encourages the spine to be long. Just for me, my practice is that my feet fall asleep quite quickly, and so I find that very aggravating. You also have the opportunity to come into reclined Hero's Pose. The goal here is to keep the knees towards one another and the heels out to the side. And you can come back in stages. So you can come back with the hands below the shoulders. And then you can come and try the elbows. And then you can come all the way down onto the mat. And then last is to bring the arms up over the head and take a hold of opposite elbows. To come out, you come out exactly the same way you went in. And notice that my knees are quite wide apart. So that's just time and practice.